Hello and welcome to BFS Wargaming. So today we are talking about rules. Please like and subscribe. Start off, do it now because it really helps me. I'm trying to grow the channel and I want to bring you better content. So basically, I want to talk about rules and how many different places GW have got rules because I think it's crazy. So you've got the core rulebook, which they released free, which is great as a PDF, and then you've got it in a Leviathan or you could buy it separately. Now that core rulebook is not enough to play the game. Okay, it doesn't explain some of the rules and some of the interactions anywhere near well enough. They then brought out an 18-page rules commentary, which basically then clarifies a lot of these things. Still after that, I was like, I don't understand. It doesn't say anything about deep strike. So can you just deep strike your whole army? Is it, what's the restrictions? Is there no restrictions? Can everything come down turn one from deep strike? Because they put some restrictions for strategic reserves in the core rules, but not for deep strike. Then there's a little pamphlet, a little paper pamphlet that comes in with the cards for the Leviathan card deck. In there, there's a paragraph that tells you about basically that you can only have half your units and up to half your points in reserves. So that's a total combination of strategic reserves and also deep strike. Now, I thought, okay, I tried to find that anywhere else, could not find it written anywhere else. Then they bring out the tournament companion. And in this tournament companion, there's a few things they changed with some of the cards. They changed the fact that you could move on to objectives. So you can now move on to objectives, but only really in tournament play. If you're just playing match play, you can't move on to objectives, which is stupid. And really, they just wanted to change the rule, but they just done it in the tournament companion so they didn't look so stupid. And there's just there's a load of rules in a load of different places, in 4 different places, just to play the game, just to play the core rules. Pretty much, you have to look in like 3 to 4 different places. I think that's crazy. I think it's crazy that it got released in a state where they had the core rules and then had to have an 18-page rules commentary. I mean, why was an 18-page rules commentary in the core rulebook? Like, why is that separate? It should be in the core rulebook as like a thing after. Because it's basically, they've done a bad job with the core rules and had to do an 18-page rules commentary. Some of them things they would have probably put out because they're some of them were weird rules interactions or things you might not necessarily put in the core rules, but like how to measure for fly was in the core. It was not in the core rules. It was how you measure up going up onto a thing, but it didn't actually tell you the full details of how to measure for fly. That was in the rules commentary. So, and that's a pretty core rule. And also the deep strike being in that pamphlet, that's a pretty core rule. So I think there's a lot of stuff missed out, and I don't know whether GW rushed out this 10th edition. I think maybe it wasn't play tested enough. There wasn't enough time to actually dot the I's and everything like that to actually get it all ready and where it should be. And I don't think it was play tested enough. I mean, to have a points change, and some of them points changes, things changing by 100 points, significant point raises. Also having to sort out fate dice. To be honest, the Tower and Indirect, they were the ones, all the units for Tower and Indirect are the ones that got the points increases. But, the Tower and Indirect, I mean, I don't know who writes the rules. Like, if there's like 15 rules writers and they don't speak to each other, because sometimes I look at things and I think that's a good idea, but then they completely, like someone else writes a rule or for a unit that completely ignores that, like the Desolation Marines with Indirect. They completely ignore Indirect. Why? It's the whole point of like, you put a rule in 9th because Indirect Fire was too good. You then bring out this unit and go, yeah, we'll just get them to ignore the rules. It's ridiculous. Like, just stupidity. And this is turning into a bit of a rant of me with how the rules have been, but I really feel like They could have done a better job. What do you guys think? Do you think it's fine that you have to look at 3-4 different places to find the rules? Because I'm finding it, whilst I'm learning the game, it is a bit of a problem. It would be nice if it was all in one place. I have to go and look at this PDF, then I have to look at this PDF, then I have to look at this pamphlet, and it's just a bit crazy. Let me know what you think, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.